but he picks Cross. What a beautiful, beautiful map. Welcome everybody to game number 7 in a best of 7. I did not cast game 1, 2, or 3, but I'm here for game 7. MbL chose Spanish, and then we have Malians for the Fat Pig. Cross is all about the pond work. There's ponds in the north, south, east, and west, and those ponds are very important to control. In fact, I'm going to zoom out and sit and show you. Does this work? No, that's just getting units. Boo. Can I click a fish? 20,000 fish. Actually, I think there might be different types of fish in here as well. Let me just double check. That's not, no, that is counting shorefish. So 20,000 food. There's about 5,000 in each pond to be gained. So more often than not, what Spanish are doing is they're getting to conquistadors as quickly as possible. And so I think the important pond for MbL will be this one. You see quite a few sneak villagers try and sneak in, place docks on shorelines, and snipe the fishing ships with fire galleys. So MbL should probably wall like this to prevent a sneak vill. And then since MbL will probably fast castle into conks, I think what Vivi should do is he should go for more pond play. So obviously take this one early for fish, but also try and dock the right, maybe dock the left, and keep those conquistadors away from him. I know in a Gold Rush game in this series, Vivi went for Spanish, and once you get to masked conks, there's like no counter to them. The best counter to conks is just preventing someone from getting to conquistadors, or delaying someone getting to conquistadors. So he knows how strong they are because he used them himself. Oh no! Okay, how did that villager survive? I mean, I'm glad the villager didn't die, but I thought for sure she was a goner there. Malians are a great sift for this because all of their wood buildings are discounted. So he'll be able to dock earlier than MbL. Ooh, does MbL know? Does he know that Fat Pig is waiting here next to his boar? Oh, actually, the scout lost some HP, so MbL must know it's around here. Probably shot it with his town center. Medine, the reason you see Spanish on cross is because they'll have a safe fish boom. Spanish wall so quickly, so you can easily wall up your base. So all of that equals a fast castle into conquistadors. You also see Huns a lot here. I'm kind of surprised that Vivi didn't go for Huns. Actually, I think he might have gone for Huns on an earlier map. See, Vivi arrives. MbL knew this was coming. Look, again, he's trying to lame MbL. Can he get it? No, he can't get it. You can't lame MbL. MbL is unlameable, man. In fact, I can't tell you a time where MbL lost a villager in that type of situation. Crazy defense. And already, as Fat Pig runs away, he'll see the walls are coming up. I do think the dock was later than MbL would have wanted. Vivi will be on his way to his second fishing ship. And MbL will be on 0. But how will Vivi treat this? Will he go with a forward of some kind? Fast feudal forward into towers? That's what you'd see on Arabia. Or will he just dock all the ponds and then stonewall his base in feudal? I think he's going to need to stonewall heavily. It's also not a great map for him gold-wise. Stone-wise, it's great. But the golds are not so great, with 2 golds here and his main gold on the hill. Okay, so I see the loom upgrade. This tells me that Vivi will be going feudal. I think this is needed for him. And oh, MbL, don't lose your scout. That scout's... Oh, it's not a goner because Vivi didn't react in time. MbL didn't lose any HP. Holy crap. Quick reaction from him. I thought that scout was dead. Yep, this is going to be a forward. Okay, so it's all about delaying the inevitable. MbL should have safe access to gold. He should have safe access to stone. He has deer. He has fish. But he has... Vivi has to just delay the conquistadors. I think things are going pretty good for him with 5 fishing ships versus 2. 6 villagers going forward. He's not messing around. T90, you often mention this, but can you explain why is gold on the hill such a big flaw? I mean, it's not necessarily a flaw. Because hills can be used to defend. When you're on top of the hill, you do 25% more damage to your opponent. The downside is if MbL were to take this hill with conquistadors later on, he would then do 25% more damage to Vivi after gaining it. So it's good to defend at times. But also you can't town center this or secure it. So it can be either really good or really bad, is my point. Yes, also you take 25% less damage. Basically, there's a pretty big difference. But more than anything, for me, it's just really hard to lock down. It's not quite as efficient as, say, like... I guess that mining camp's not a great example, but... Does MbL have loom? Okay, he has loom. He got that earlier, didn't he? Why is he going... Did he not scout his other stone? Oh my god! Not only did he not scout his other stone, he doesn't know his deer are there. And so he's going to the vulnerable stone. This could be really, really bad for MbL. There's also a tower over here from Vivi. That's what it can come down to, just a few tiles of scouting. Still, I think he'll be fine. Actually, hold on a second. Vivi will have fletching. And Vivi will have that tower up before MbL can counter tower. Unless MbL just goes YOLO with it. Spanish villagers do build faster. I think he has to abandon his stone. It's like, if he knew the other stone was back there, he would 110% never build this tower. But because he doesn't know where that stone is, he feels like he's committed to this position. And he could lose a villager because of it. Oh, the scout arrives to help. That's good work. And wow, good defense from MbL. But Vivi will be... I think Vivi will be okay with this. Because MbL can't comfortably take stone while this tower's here. Vivi will just ungarrison, repair, garrison over and over and over again. Meanwhile, he has 4 more fishing ships. So I don't think he's going to have too many complaints. So it is inevitable that MbL will get to those conquistadors. But Vivi's delaying it. See, look, just repair. Now garrison again. Yeah, this is all this game's going to be for the next 5 minutes. It's just these towers doing this. Oh, God, I just dropped my phone. Sorry. Someone says advantage MbL. I'm not so sure. I mean, advantage MbL... Stop laughing at me, chat. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Don't laugh at my misfortune. Advantage MbL if he gets to conks, yes. Just a matter of how long that's going to take. I mean, the way he's played this with his gold count is really good. And he's building a market, so he'll probably buy food and buy whatever stone he needs. I thought this would be better economically speaking for Vivi. I expected him to have... Oh, he killed a vill, that's good. But I expected him to have more food. Why does he have 600 wood? 600 wood. He's not fish booming enough. That's why I would have liked to have seen a dock on the right or something. I think MbL expects to lose this tower. Why is he building a tower here? Okay, he's on his way up. I guess if he towers here, he'll have 2 towers to focus on Vivi's tower. Still hasn't found this, right? Maybe he'll end up taking the deer and finding the stone. Wait, he's looking for it, isn't he? I can't find it! He is so looking for that stone. He's like, here's my 5-tile stone, where's my 4-tile? This is a bugged map. I can't find it anywhere. Unless it was for a second dock. Oh, MbL will lose the scout here. Ouchers. mean, he should probably take the deer. Okay, here we go. He's gonna take the deer. I'd die if he can't see it, but he should see it. Now he sees it. Okay. And he immediately builds a mining camp. Screw the meat. We want stone. Alright. Vivi is also on the way to Castle Age. I wonder if Vivi... No, I think Vivi will be fine. I think what he should probably do is stonewall here. Yes, yes, yes. This is what he should do. This is what you should do with the time that you have and all that extra stone. And then maybe he could castle the front of his base. Hopefully before MbL arrives with the conquistadors, of course. But MbL didn't have the stone to build the castle immediately. So I think Vivi... I mean, it's gonna be problematic, right? But I do think he's fine for now. T90 official, my kitten is chasing your cursor on the screen. Oh, really? Is this still going? Oh, hold on. I got this. Ready? Whoop! 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 Alright, I'm done. Sorry. Alright, so, funny enough, I think that Vivi will lose a villager to these wolves as he tries to wall this up. He's got to get the stone walls up before MbL builds that castle and the conks come out. And the conks are about to come out. 2 stables for Vivi. He certainly has the food to make camels. And now he'll go for a TC here and a TC here. So 3 TC boom. Guys, he has 17 fishing ships versus 8. So every second that MbL was delayed with conquistadors counts here. Because his MbL's economy is not going to be near as strong. But conquistadors are insanely broken. They are... I mean, mass camels could do decent against them, but if MbL plays it correctly and hit and run, with the conquistadors, good luck. Also, don't wall with the tree. No, we're gonna see a tree hop, aren't we? Vivi has done most things correct in this game. He's fish boomed. He actually wants to run in here with his camels. Oh, they both docked the left-hand side. This is true. And MbL's winning that fight. That's huge.
T90 is a cool dude.
T90 is a cool dude, says Cuba Gooding Jr. is radio. Thank you. Yeah, this is good. This is good for MbL. He needed that. He needed that other pond. The camels will... Well, I could get to the woodline and the golds. That was sloppy from MbL. He saw this coming a mile away, and he still ended up losing a villager. Okay, he could convert that camel, though. Oh my goodness, Vivi! With the plays! Nope. Still super slop, in my opinion. Because Vivi was using the villagers to batter down this house on the right for a while, and I'm pretty sure MbL knew that he would try and sneak in. Quite a few villagers died there, and Vivi's buying himself some precious time. Even just running away like that gives him another 30 seconds. Nicely done. But guys, do not use single trees as part of your wall, because your opponent could send a villager forward, chop the tree, and place a palisade over it, and then waltz right in. I have a really bad feeling about that. Elsewhere though, Vivi's stonewalled. He is going to lose this pond. And now a castle on the right for MbL. It's a lot of stone income. 2 castles this early means that he hasn't been collecting as much food and gold as he would normally need. And he's still on stone as well. I don't see MbL having the food to go imp for a long time if he is that much stone income. Look at this lumber. Ugh. Man, if I was their bosses, I would fire them all. Go find another lumber camp to work at. Don't use mine. Really needs a new lumber camp there. Okay, there's a castle for Vivi. It's almost planned or timed to perfection, isn't it? Because he knows the conquistadors are on their way. Really nice job. If you don't stonewall it, you die to this. But with stonewalls, you're good. And I think MbL will probably dock the right side now. Probably expecting the fat pig to be out here. Okay, well, some of the fishing ships are going to be goners. Again, conquistadors are crazy. Vivi's villager was hiding behind the house. Alright. Just a refresher on fishing ships. It is 16 fishing ships for MbL. And he's getting gill nets. Will this villager get the dock up? Oh, man. The camels are on patrol here. Oh, now they find the Vill. And they find the conks. MbL could lose this villager, and he could lose his conquistadors to these. Because he can't really hit and run. He's in the corner, isn't he? Oh! Oh, but he tried to create a little bit of a choke point with the gates. She will pay the price for that. I think more than anything, just sniping that villager is important for the fish boom of Vivi. It's only 3 fishing ships, but... I mean, the gate has certainly helped, hasn't it? Okay, well, why not run away with these camels, Vivi? Oh, what happened here? Who tree hopped that? Did Vivi tree hop it? Trapped. What happened here? Why is there a conquistador inside the walls? And the villager outside the walls? I don't know what happened there. But I think Vivi realized that that was a problem and just plugged the gap, and then the conch ran in the gap. Also, she is weak, and she will die to that wolf unless she gets the hill bonus and attacks right now. No, she did. It's a lot of camels from the fat pig. With 115 villagers, he can create enough camels to kill conquistadors. But if he takes engagements with these numbers, it can be dangerous. I think you should have a little bit more patience with this. Okay, well, he kills a monk. That's nice. But should you fight against 11 conquistadors with only 7 camels? With only 10 camels? I'm not sure. I don't think there's any reason for him to be in a big rush right now. It bothers me that he is taking these engagements when MbL is so easily sniping the camels. It's not like MbL is pressuring your economy. Just wait, save the numbers, go imp, and go for fast heavy camel and see what happens. But man, MbL's fish boom on the left has paid off big time, and gill nets as well, because he is on the way to the Imperial Age. He also is docked to the right, so he can take control of this pawn. I have to say, it was kind of sloppy from Feudal Age and early Castle Age from MbL, but the 2 castle conch production and the way he's been able to get his eco on track has been really impressive. And now if he's expecting heavy camel to come against him, he needs to add pikes. And if he adds pikes, then it is near impossible for Malians to stop. It's all down to the timing on the engagement. And how quickly those pikemen come out for MbL. Here's the first barracks, here's the 3rd castle. Or sorry, we have 3 barracks right now.
We're Twitch baby.
I like MbL's upcoming army composition better. However, it will take him time. It's all down to when the fat pig takes the fight. Keep in mind that heavy camel takes a long time to research. Vivi wants to place a castle here. That's just not going to happen. I wonder if you could be extremely patient in Vivi's position. Castle the left-hand side of your base and just go for full upgrades on the camels and maybe Gebetto? Maybe hand cannon? Oh boy, that's not what you want. That's not what you want. Ouch. Not even sure he wants to castle there. I don't love that position. Omni Gaming, thank you for 9 months, man. This is tense. 160 pop for Vivi, but is his army composition good enough? He has more fishing, more villagers. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay, he's run back. Heavy camel and plate barding on the way. And he does know that MbL is also adding pikes. I think if you get some Gebetto in there for the pikes, maybe. Well, both players should start off with Trebs. They should probably fight for this position before anyone takes a big engagement. The thing is, it's so good for conquistadors and pikes to fight under castles. Not so good for heavy camels. What I mean by that is, whoever wins this Treb war will have a huge lead. If Vivi has this castle up, then he can press from beneath his castle, be a little bit more choosy on the fights. But if MbL wins the Treb war, then expect MbL to just place his next castle here and continue to camp the base of it with the Halbs and Conks. Ah, Farimba for Vivi. That's expensive, but that will give these camels 7+7 attack. And I think that Vivi will take this castle out, won't he? Yeah, MbL's expecting to lose this castle. So he's building one back here. That is not a great sign for MbL. And another castle for Vivi. So you see the position he's gained from winning that Treb war. Still don't think he can fight comfortably because the pointy boys are there. But if he backs up and waits for some Gebetto, he can do it. Some nice raiding coming in on the golds. Wow. So much on the field for both players. And Vivi decides to fight this. The Conks are behind, the Monks are behind, there are Halbs in here. There's not too many Gebettos. So the camel numbers are disappearing. I don't love the fight, but I think he took the fight so he could keep his Trebs in it. And so he could gain the position, but... Oof. I mean, theoretically, with more villagers, he'll have more resources coming in to then just make more camels and more Gebettos. But I would have just stayed back, I think. Sorry for the stutter, by the way. I'm going to assume they paused ahead of us or something. It's really hard to control your camels. You don't want to exactly leave them on stand grounds, but you don't want to patrol into Halbs either. But with Farimba, it could be decent. And now that there's more Gebetto out, yeah, this could be really good. The Halbs won't last long. What's good against camels? Well, the Halberdiers are great against camels. It's just that the Gebettos are good against the Halbs, and Vivi has all the momentum. And yeah, he's just patrolling into these fights. He knows he has the extra attack with Farimba. He knows he has the Gebetto behind. His Trebs are trebbing MbL's new castle. And sure, MbL might be taking decent trades. It might be 50-50 in the fights, but he's losing his castles, and there's 3 castles on this part of our screen from Vivi. Hold on, I think there's a way I can slow this down. I forget how, though. Okay, I've slowed it down a little bit so we don't experience a stutter. MbL can't take this gold anymore. He can't take... Well, he can take this gold, but not for much longer. The Fat Pig delayed the Conquistadors. That was the most important thing in Feudal Age. And honestly, MbL not finding his stone could have changed it. He could have been to Conks a couple minutes faster if he would have found that stone in Feudal. Because it's always going to turn into this. It's always going to be awkward. But he was able to take advantages with that economy and expand to where he is right now. Can the Fat Pig finish MbL off? 40 military for both of them right now. And Vivi will just make towers, I guess. Ooh, that was a nice shot in the Gebetto. I see this over here. I guess MbL was on the stone and now Vivi's mining it. Yep, it's good. Elite Gebetto's now on the way, which is not cheap. Oh boy. Oh boy. Vivi's got to get out of here. No, he's committing with his Trebs. You wild pig. I think Vivi, with these resources, he should just patrol in. After Elite Gebetto, I think he could just patrol in and be fine. We saw it a few times before, right? I mean, MbL's doing what he can with bombard cannons, and the bombard cannons will really help out against any range that Vivi has. Oh, and that fight was not very good for Vivi. Okay, now he's running back and forth with his camels, baiting the Halbs into the Gebetto fire. So awkward to fight with camels against Halbs. Are the camels going to raid? I guess there's not a lot that MbL has that can really push the castles, right? So Vivi's just... he has the position, so he might even run in and raid. He's also researching light cav. It wouldn't surprise me to see some stables on the right side. Fat Pig is in full control, guys. He's in full control. It's just really hard to push these conks and halves. But the difference is MbL can't push Vivi, so... Vivi could also snack this relic if he wanted. He could snack this relic. He doesn't see it, but... he might notice it soon. Okay, MbL has how many bombard cannons? 4. He quick walls on the left. Wait, there's a hole there, isn't there? No, there's not. Honestly, if I were Vivi, I would just attack the monastery. It's worth it. This might... MbL might see this as an invitation to start slowly taking out these castles, since the camels aren't here any longer. Oh boy. No! The camels are in! The camels are in to MbL's economy. That's a lot of camels with a lot of attack. The villagers will melt to this. Can the Gebettos hold on? If Vivi holds on with Gebetto, he's good. Oh, he sniped 1 bombard cannon. He snipes 2 bombard cannons. So he's definitely stalling things out in the center. Really good play from him. I expect these camels to die to the Halbs, but the most important thing is that still Vivi's holding control of the center. Yeah, this is not a bad fight. Slowly, but surely, Vivi is closing in on MbL. There is a stable, spamming light cav to the wood line. MbL will know that he is behind. He's what I call the cockroach of AoE, though. He doesn't go away quietly. But Vivi is so good when you give him map control. Again, the Gebetto doing work here. Doing work. And there's a castle on the right and some trebs coming in, so we'll probably see MbL lose this castle and then the wood lines for the taking. 34 military for MbL. It's mainly halberdiers on patrol. He doesn't have any conks left. He doesn't have any bombard cannons left. He doesn't have much gold that he can take beyond this. Actually, he doesn't have any gold beyond that. Yeah, I guess he sent his halbs around to deal with this treb, only to find that there's a new castle here from Vivi. I think the end is near for MbL. Oh, and another bombard cannon goes down. And MbL calls the GG. The Fat Pig gets the win in Game 7. After 2 weeks ago, they played a show match, and MbL got the win in Game 7. These players are so evenly matched, and what a series. That was a really good game. I genuinely think, because you're just splitting hairs when you're talking about the highest level players, genuinely think if MbL would have scouted that stone, I don't think he's as troubled by Vivi's tower rush, and theoretically, maybe get the conks out faster, you know? But yeah, incredible stuff. That was fun. Congratulations to Vivi. He finally gets the win versus MbL. I was told, I didn't cast the one 2 weeks ago, but I was told that Vivi really wanted to beat MbL, which is why they did it again. Oh, Vivi won last week? Oh, maybe it was the other way around then. Alright, well, I don't know what I'm talking about apparently, but what a performance, man. The way he stonewalled his base, expanded to multiple TCs, and expanded the fish boom was good. I was really worried when he lost access to the corner pawns, because that's the one area that Malians need to have an advantage with. But I think that the villager count ended up being the difference, and then that early Trebor got him that position. Vivi so bang so good, MbL so noob? I don't know. Here's a look at the Chiefs. I expect a lot more resources collected. Wow, look at this. 29k food collected for Vivi. Stone was similar, but look at the gold. 17,000 versus 11,000 gold collected. There was more gold where that came from for Vivi, and he had 2 relics. Sweet stuff, guys. Let me just message the fat pig. Said, so bang, so good. See if he responds. He says, thank you, $100. Oh. Okay. I did mention that I was going to put up $100 for this, and I forgot until Vivi said that. Man, I slept in for a show match that I paid for. I told MbL that I was considering putting up $100 for it. All right. You're welcome. I like how he just says, thank you for the $100. Thank you for the $100. Ka-ching! He cashes out.